Too many times have I stopped my like aspirations and wants just because I thought that it was gonna be weird to some of my friends or they're gonna like judge me and shit. Do you like see or like hear how fucking dumb that sounds? Like I'm gonna sacrifice the betterment of my life, my goals, my wants just because I'm gonna think, oh, Jeremy from the fucking store is gonna see it and think that I'm cringe. Like, do you see how fucking in a fucking stupid world we live in where trying is frowned upon basically? Like, oh, trying this new shit, like trying to go to the gym, and some of your friends are like, "Oh, why you doing that gay shit? Like, don't you know like lifting weights is gay?" Like, I literally had that conversation with some people that I used to hang out. Like, bro, we go to the gym. Are you like gay or shit? Like, those are just people like they're literally crabs in the bucket. They're too far gone to try to like want to improve or anything. They're too far gone in the sense that like they're too stuck up in their box and they can't think of like outside of it. And it's sad because it makes you fall into those like people, and it makes you think like them. Like you're not gonna amount to anything if you keep hanging out with those people. Too many times have you been told that you're not good enough, that you can't do that shit, that you're gay for doing something. We live in this society where trying new things is like, oh, weird, man. But trying new things is where you find discomfort, and in discomfort, you grow. Like, in comfort, you stay the same, and you literally go down in every single metric. If you don't work out, you're gonna look worse. If you don't eat healthy, you're gonna look worse. If you don't read, if you don't like work on your mind, if you don't study and shit, fuck, you're gonna look worse. Okay, you're gonna think worse. Your intelligence is gonna drop. You're just gonna be a worse human if you're under comfort constantly. It's too short. Like life in general is too short to give a fuck about other people's opinions. Like even with this YouTube channel, I literally waited for 2 years to start this shit because I was too worried about, oh, what if somebody from like my hometown finds out that I do YouTube. I was so like bothered with the fact that somebody's gonna see me spin facts, and it's disgusting how like I was brainwashed into thinking like, oh no, I'm gonna be weird if I do this. How am I weird for expressing my opinions and just talking what I think about? How is that weird? How is it weird that you want to start a rap career? How is it weird that you want to start an art Instagram? Because there's so many people in your life right now that are gonna see that. They're gonna see you like if you're on the same like level, you're gonna rise up, and they just want to like drag you down. That's all they want to do, is because they're at that level of comfort that they don't want to work for anything. So if they see you going up, they're gonna be like, oh man, this dude moving up, I better like talk shit to him, because like some smart ass dude said this, like, if you want to have the tallest building in the city, you have two options. The first one is to actually go out and build it, and like through manual labor and hard work, you build the fucking tallest building in the city. Or you can go and knock down every other one, so your shitty one-story house is gonna be the tallest one in like a fucking flat lane of, of like construction zones of all the torn down buildings. That's what these people are. Just refer to them as crabs in a bucket. They literally don't know anything else. All the people that you used to go to parties with, smoke weed, just do degenerate shit. Those are all crabs in the bucket that won't amount to anything in life. And now, honestly, do you want to amount to anything in your life? Do you want to actually have a legacy for your kids? I'm thinking like long term, like in 50 years when I'm dead, or like 60 years when I'm dead. My kids, I want to leave them some to be proud of, to see like, oh man, my dad actually put in the work. I want to be a role model to people, you see? Like you can't let people around you and your environment just like tell you that you're not enough. You got to break out of that mold. You got to be on go mode. You don't got to you can't give a shit about people that are trying to knock you down, because honestly, those people shouldn't even be in your life for in the first place. What kind of value are they providing you? They're literally just trying to drag you down. And second of all, those aren't high value people. I don't know anybody who's achieved anything in life. Like everybody who had achievements or who's rich, successful, they cheered me on. Like with all of my aspirations, like with my clothing line, with my YouTube channel, they were like, "Yeah, man, go ahead, straight up. Like no high value person that has any success will knock you down. Because they were there once. They were insecure about their future and who they are gonna be in at one point, and they made it now, and they know how worth it is to actually break out of this like mold, to break out outside of the box that you've been put in. Hold up. To break out of the box that you've been put in, like by society, by people around you, you know. You gotta get good at. You gotta get good at challenging yourself. You gotta get good at fucking doing the work and being different, you know? Do you really wanna just like fit in, like smoke weed, work a 9 to 5 job? Like, I'm not knocking on 9 to 5 jobs or anything. I'm just saying like a low paying job, you know? Like, and be like a slave to your job, to your boss and shit. And you wanna like go get drunk on weekends, not work out, be a fat ass, get like an average wife and live a loser life? Or do you actually want to put in the work right now and become and make something out of yourself? Like, what do you want? Do you want to live a nice life? Okay, are you willing to sacrifice something right now to live that nice life? If you aren't, then you're just like everybody else. Everybody wants success, everybody wants money, everybody wants the baddest bitch on the block, but they're not willing to sacrifice. They're not willing to not fuck any bitch for a year, you know? They're not willing to go to the gym for 5 years straight, and then after the 5 years they're actually gonna be buff. Like, man, look, I can literally stand here. I can just like take my shirt off at any point and like, damn, I work for this shit. And every time I walk in the room, I get different like looks at me because I got a good body. Like, my presentation of myself is good, but I wouldn't have had it like 5 years ago. I was a fucking scrawny little weirdo, you know? And I had to work for this shit hard, and that's why I walk with pride. You gotta life is too short to give a fuck about whatever people think. Like, do you think me with this physique, with this look I got going, do I really care about what people think of me? Nah, man. I got my ego in check. I'm not like the biggest dick on the block and shit, but I'm up there. I'm pretty good. My standing's pretty good, okay? I'm working hard, and that's all that matters, man, okay? So, straight up off the rib, don't be comparing yourself to others. That's shitty. That shit weak. Like, are you really gonna compare yourself to some just like fucking losers that smoke weed? But because if you compare yourself to them, you're not gonna grow. There's no room for growth with people who are losers. You gotta compare yourself with winners in life, people who actually have stuff under their belt. Like, what do I have under my belt? Oh, I have like this fitness on my belt. Like, I have this body under my belt, you know? What else? Oh, I'm gonna get this YouTube on my belt. I'm gonna finish college, and all that shit's gonna stack up. And in 10 years, I'm gonna have a fucking portfolio of shit that's under my belt, and I'm gonna be happy that I sacrificed right now. Like, honestly, what are you sacrificing right now? Wow, I'm gonna sacrifice going to like teenager parties where everybody's 19, 20, broke. They just drink alcohol, eat shit food, and what? Just to fuck an average bitch who has nice titties and a nice ass. Okay, and then what? Once we have that one night stand, what do I have left to show for? In life, you have to, as a man, first of all, as a man, you have to have like something to show for. These videos are proof that I'm doing something, you know, doing something to improve, doing something to make my life right. And if as a man, you're just gonna go out and drink, the thing that you're gonna show for is a fucking beer gut. You're gonna be a fat loser who's not gonna have anything under his belt. So keep that in mind next time you want to do some like fuckboy shit, like straight up.